It is a season of reports by international election observer groups on the conduct of the 2019 general election in Nigeria, barely 72 hours after the European Union Election Observation Mission turned in its reports containing their key recommendations with a call for a quick reform of Nigeria's electoral processes. The NDI and IIR have submitted a joint report also calling for electoral reform in the country. The presidency has also welcomed the reports of the European Union, that's EU, on the 2019 general elections in Nigeria, promising to analyze it fully and act on the recommendations in the best interest of the country. Garba Shehu, the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Publicity, made this position known in a statement in Abuja. Well, on governance today, we will be looking at the way forward on Nigeria's electoral process owing to the European Union Observation Mission final report and also INEC's plan, that's the Independent National Electoral Commission's plan to deregister commercial political parties. Welcome, I am Anita Patrick. Many thanks for joining us. And joining me to do justice to this topic is the coordinating spokesperson of the Coalition of Integrity Political Parties, CIPP, and he is also the national chairman of New Generation Party, NGP, in person of Dr. Yakubu Shendam. Hello, it's good to have you on the program.
Thank you very much.
Okay, well, so much reactions trending right now following the recommendations by the European Union and also NDI, IRI. A lot of people, even the local observers, that's the domestic observers, let me use that term, have actually called to say INEC did a great job, yes, but there are lapses and this and this. But let's start with you from what are your observations before we roll in some things to spice up our discussion?
Well, actually, I'm happy to be here, and basically, there is no more better observers than we ourselves, the electorate of this country. There's no more better observers in this election that has come and gone than us, the people of Nigeria, who are the owners of this election in the first instance. So to me, I felt that whatever we decide here should be also be given high credit, because somebody cannot come from another country to come and rule us here. So I think we have done our best. Elections have come and gone. Whatever observation they have done, that is just by the way for me, because we believe that the election was free and fair. It was conducted, and the winner has been matched. So I don't think there should be somebody somewhere who will tell us that this was not done or that was not done. Because the chairman of the Electoral Commission is not from the European country. He's from here. So, and he's the one that conducted the election. So I think he has done well. And for us, he has done relatively well. There was no war like people were envisaging. And those of us from the political angle of political parties, we did our best. There were 73 political presidential candidates in the election.
Yeah.
So I think when we now go back to the other area, I will have to be differ from what they are thinking of.
Okay, well, it's good that your opinion you have a different view of the whole thing, because everybody's entitled to their opinion.
Yeah.
But let's look at this. The umpire, as INEC, had invited the European Union and also various stakeholders, various bodies to observe the electoral process with them. Not forgetting that in 2015 they carried out some of these recommendations by the European Union as well, which also aided the process in 2015. One of it, for instance, was the simultaneous voting, and then read at the same time. You know, because we had issues with it, and votes were not counting, it was affecting. So, would you say some of the recommendations they are giving now we cannot tally along with, because you're saying they cannot rule us?
No, I'm not saying that. You know, the insinuation that because the European Union have come to tell us, give us a report, then we should be celebrating.
Okay.
Or we should be worried. That is where I'm coming from. I'm not saying that it's not
Okay.
important to invite people to come and participate or come and see what we are doing here, so that they can also borrow from our own experience. Because
Okay.
the truth of the matter is that most of our elections are even more transparent than theirs. So they might have come to look at it and see how they can crossbreed, change ideas.
Okay.
So, but it's not something we should be clapping our hands or celebrating or throwing parties because some Europeans have come to tell us our election has come and gone and this is the next thing we should do. No. I'm saying that they have come, they've gone, and they've done well. But the truth of the matter remains that these observers in the first instance,
Yeah.
have they gone to my village to observe any election? They have not. People sit down here in the hotels in Abuja here in some state capital. After 30 minutes, they go back to their hotels and then they start giving you a report here and there. where we go to the interiors of this country. This is Africa. We are still revered by them as third world countries, which they are the one that caused it in the first instance. Because if they have allowed us to manage our resources, that from the time by now we'll have been somewhere. But these resources were equally taken away. Our forefathers were equally taken. All our intellectuals were all shipped out of this country. Some of them died there, didn't come back. So now we are trying to come out of the third world countries. So some of them have not actually gone to the interiors of these villages, where the electoral wards and the polling units are. Okay? In Abuja here, yes, you might have a percentage of registered voters here, which is city. In Lagos, in Kano, in Port Harcourt, Calabar, and the rest. Okay? But when you go to the interiors of this country, you understand that there is no European Union any observer there. That's the truth. I contested election. I'll go to that. I contested the election myself. So I'm telling you from the first hand. I'm not telling you from maybe somebody told me. I was there on my polling unit, and I didn't see any European Union there. It was our people that were there. Okay? So they have done a good job. That is good. We're happy about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's look at the angle, since you are a political person, that you're chairman yourself, and then let's look at from the view of the young people, because yours is the new generation party, because you're looking at the idea for the young people to come on board. What was it like for you in the electoral process before we come into let's look at your experience, basically?
No, well, you see, the truth of the matter is that I will not be too angry with our people, particularly the young people, where I'm coming from. As the former youth president of this country in 2015 also, and now I'm the national chairman of a very progressive, a new generation party. The idea of forming that party was just to bring the youth together. Like I said, I won't blame most of them. We went to a contest, and we have a very good contest. But you see, it is, let me say, because it was so prompt. The party registration came so prompt. It was so close to the election period. So we didn't do enough mobilization across our electoral areas and other part of the country. Maybe that is why we could not be able to ascertain. But even with that, we almost click the office or the position. But I don't want to go into detail because this is not a tribunal. So I want to believe that the young men try for me, and I want to encourage that they should not give up. We are going to still do more of that in future.
Okay. Yeah. Well, good. The first hand thing is you get the experience first, and it should go a long way for young people. But let's look at major focus right now.
Yeah.
INEC on their own had said had hinted plans to deregister some political parties in the codes of commercial parties. 2019 election came in with a ballot paper of 91. Okay, let's start with, we had 91 registered political parties for the 2019 election.
Yeah, that's correct.
We had 73 political parties that came out for presidency, and then we still had a lot of them. But let's look at, in the long run of it, how many of them fully participated in the electoral process, and how did that affect our electoral process?
Well, first and foremost, let me appreciate that question you just asked now. In Nigeria today, we have 91 political parties. In 2019 elections, 73 political parties presented presidential candidates who ran elections and got votes. Okay? Yeah, there's a win. Definitely one must win.
Yeah, of course.
Now, those other parties that couldn't be able to file presidential out of the 91, maybe you can remember that before the elections, about 3 weeks or a month to election, 23 political parties or so were registered. So now, how do we expect these 23 political parties within a space of 3 weeks or one month to be able to go around 771 local government and over 1,000,000 polling units across the country to mobilize support to present presidential? So they were unable to do that. And that is why you have 71 political parties who went into the contest. And of course, out of the 91, definitely one person will they cannot have 91 or 73 president in Nigeria. It just has to be one. And we have one president who has emerged from the other party, and the other ones have gone back to their chambers to go and program themselves for another contest. So I don't think having 91 political parties is a problem in the Nigeria system. The problem in Nigeria is not the political parties. We were registered. We had there was a criteria. The constitution is very clear about it. The party didn't just come out from the blues. They followed the constitution of Nigeria, and the constitution was very clear. When association meets the requirement of registration, it becomes a political party. And don't forget, INEC still have many other associations
lined up, yes.
lined up that they have collected their money. It's just because there are fees you pay that they are going to register it. Eventually, maybe it came late. Maybe the timing was so short. That was why they didn't announce them. Otherwise, some of them will have been announced. Maybe today will have been considered by the 100 political parties. So now we have 91. So, and then the 91 all, presented candidates. Some even won. So new political party won. Like we have the YPP won a senatorial district. The ADP won. Several of these parties won in their various areas. And of course, there are still elections on the way. Some of us have filed our candidate for Kogi, Bayelsa, Anambra is there. There are local government elections that are going around the country. Bayelsa is whole local government election. Enugu a whole local government election. Cross River, it is whole local government election. And we have all filed. So how are you? The news. I don't know where the people who brought that news.
No, this came directly from the National Commissioner of and the Chairman Information and Voter Education. When he had a keynote address in Makurdi in Benue, where he said INEC has they are hinting their plans to register political parties. It's classified as commercial and dormant.
So which one is commercial and which one is dormant?
I defend my position to say.
Which one is commercial political party and which one is non-commercial and which one is dormant? When we have 91 parties and 73 participated, they were in the registered vote. They all cast vote. People cast vote for what? You see, the problem we have, we learned that one of these personal assistant to the United Nations Secretary General. Some Mr. Ibn Chambers, Mohammed Chambers, or whatever he might call himself. He's the one who brought this issue in the table when he paid the courtesy call to the INEC chairman and suggested that the problem of Africa and Nigeria is political parties. It's unfortunate. This man was here in ECOWAS, and ran away after some time and joined UN. And today he can come back after eating our lunch and our breakfast and our dinner in our country.
I don't know about that.
No, of course, he is. He's from Ghana. Okay? If a man of that status will make such statement, he is from Ghana. He belonged to a political party, National Democratic Congress in Ghana. And in his own country, Ghana, they practice multi-party system. Has he gone to advise the president of Ghana to register parties? Has he gone to do that? Because our borders are porous, a country that is so careless, people just come here and make any statement they want to make and go away. And that is why we are saying that we cannot accept that. All these parties were registered by law. They have a legal backing to operate. Festus Okoye, who makes such statement from INEC, he's unfortunate because he himself was one of the people advocating for multiple political party registration in Nigeria before he got to the other side of the fence. Now he's in the system. He's speaking a different grammar.
But he's not speaking. He's not speaking for himself alone. He's speaking as a commission because he's
anyway. The chairman of INEC have not made such statement, and I don't think the chairman we have, Yakubu, will make that statement.
Anyway,
because he's a very man, he's a serious man of integrity. Some people, you see, there's another statement that came in from Ilori. A different reg say that they don't have power to register party. The one in Benue, he's saying a different thing. Okoye is saying different. So that is where we are looking at. Is there any confusion in INEC that all the commissioners are saying different things? You go to Akwa Ibom, Mike Igini is saying a different story.
So what would be your opinion for the issue of political parties? Because if we have a ballot paper or ballot sheet that is full of parties, and then at some point individuals are not aware of these parties.
I don't think the problem of Nigeria is political party or the issue of ballot paper becoming so several distinct. If you go to country like Sao Tome and Principe, they have a population of just about 350,000. And this country has about 70 political parties. Just 350,000 people. They have 70 political parties. The government of Sao Tome have not complained. Even with that small population, they have 70 political parties registered by the Electoral Commission. If you go to country like Israel, these are superpower. These are world powers. They have multiples of parties in Israel. And the country has not break down. The problem of Nigeria is not the issue of political party registration. So Ibn Chambers should look for something else to say. Okay? Because he is the one that raised this issue in the first instance. So the problem of our country is not political party registration.
What is our challenge?
Our challenges are far from that. Because if you go and we have been enjoying a cordial relationship even within our parties ourselves. It is only in Nigeria you see political party they meet, they discuss, the inter-party advisory council harmonize all the political parties, and there is peace. Other countries, if you go to Rwanda, Zimbabwe, political parties don't meet face to face. So if Ibn Jabba is trying to come here and create this instability within the political system, then it's creating anarchy. United Nations duty is to maintain peace. Now you are fomenting trouble by giving an advice that will create problem in Nigeria. Because a lot of Nigerians who are members and executives of this party found that enclaves as where they have been operating for the past few years. Now you want to pull them down because of your selfish reason. Where do you want them to go? To go and become to constitute insecurity in the country? Because that's what you are creating. Like my own party, New Generation Party, we have mobilized youth across the country in Nigeria to be able to move. What we are praying now is to see how Buhari will hand over power to us after he finishes 4 years. And you are not telling us that you want to go and de-register. You want us to become militants? Is that what he's trying to encourage?
Let's hope.
No, you need to get that straight. You need to get that straight. Okay? I ran election. My party ran election. I'm in court. Okay, I'm in a tribunal trying to claim my mandate. And if the chamber said that no, the problem of Africa is political party, how can that be?
Well, that's coming from the fact that you were saying that he brought.
He made a statement, and that is why you guys have been raising this state of media.
I'm raising.
We need to correct that man. In fact, as I speak to you, we've had a meeting within the committee of the Interparty. The Coalition of Integrity Political Party. We've had a meeting, and we have mobilized our members, at the international level, because we have our members in diaspora. They are going to march to the United Nations headquarters to demand for Ibn Chambers to retrieve his statement or resign.
Well, let's take a break here. When we come back, we still have more in parts of the discussion. What's the way forward? Nigerian electoral process 20 years down into democracy. What's the way forward? Stay with us. Alright, welcome back. Well, we still have my guest with me in the studio, Dr. Yakubu Shendam. He's the coordinating spokesperson for Coalition of Integrity Political Parties and also the national chairman of New Generation Party. And then we've been talking on some issues raised by the European Union and also other stakeholders concerning the 2019 general election, and focusing with the number of political parties registered and what's the way for this. That's what we need as a country. And then he's been giving his own side of the story. But like I said in part 2, we have other things to talk about. Don't forget the phone lines are there on your screen for you to call in and be part of the discussion. Let's hear from you. Let's hear what you think. If your opinion differs from my guest here in the studio. Well, let's look at, aside the issues of the registering political parties which INEC raised, which you have given your own thoughts to. Some issues were also raised by the European Union. Let's look at I have here the EU Election Observation Mission final reports for 2019. And looking at their statement, they talked about the issue of party primaries. And one of the issues they raised is that of non-inclusive and acrimonious primaries. You know, this issue was one of the issues that affected the Zamfara election and all that. Let's hear your thoughts on this.
Well, I think the issue of party primaries is very simple. We don't need to debate about it. These are internal issues that are being worked within the organs of the party. Party primaries, like in our party, are very transparent. They are internal issues on how we select our candidates. So it's not an issue of those who are not members of the parties. It's an
Okay.
internal issue, and if a position has been taken, and the constitution of the party varies, like in our own case, there are a consensus. It can be through open primaries and whatever. Whatever decision the party have agreed and reached at, it becomes a presidential or whatever candidate. But you see, the truth of the matter that there are always these fifth columnists, the people from outside who always fire in and try to create tension. Outsiders also who are not even members of parties sometimes fuel these issues. Like the issue of Zamfara State, though I'm not a member, I didn't file a electoral candidate, but I supported the party based on the fact I told you earlier that our party was registered much earlier, much late than when we should be doing the audit. So, a lot of people from outside, were engaged in the issue of Zamfara primaries and that of Rivers. People were sponsoring from outside, let this candidate not be allowed to, so that he can have a field day. So that's exactly what happens. I don't want to call names here, but that is exactly. So these are foreign elements that normally come into the issue of party primaries. And of course, once that they find any little fault there, they go to court. So I don't think any party will want to have a problem in its primaries not to win elections.
Okay.
Foreigners are always in to create this destabilize the party for their own benefit. Rivers and a beneficiary of such people who come from outside to destabilize the primaries of the other party that lost out. In Zamfara State, the same thing.
Okay.
So I don't think any political party will want to create problem with its own arm or with its own cycle and lost election. I don't think so.
So what you're saying, what the EU recommended? Let me read from them. The law should be amended to strengthen.
The EU have their opinion. I keep telling you, I will not accept that. I will not accept it.
It's a recommendation.
Professor Lumumba said this in Kenya, and I stand as my model.
Okay.
We cannot allow people to come down here and tell us how we should do this.
No,
what have we gone there to tell them what they should do?
They're not imposing.
No. Because if you are making it look as if we don't follow this doctrine, it's a divine doctrine must follow. No, it don't work so.
No,
Democracies are different in the world.
Yes.
In Africa, we have our own kind of democracy.
Okay.
Yes. Now, Africa must begin to, especially Nigeria, must understand that we have our own method of democracy.
Okay.
Our mentalities are different. Our colors even different. So we do things in different way. We are not saying we are doing things the wrong way, but we must allow to do things according to our culture. Because Africa have this sentimental attachment to our cultures and beliefs.
Okay.
So you cannot tell me what a European will write to us and tell us that we should amend our constitution. Would they tell us if I'm elected in the member house or representative and I'm from my villager told me this is what I should go and do, then the European will tell me I should do this?
Then you not change it.
I won't do that.
Okay.
I will follow what my villager told me.
Okay.
Let them go back to their own country there and do their own thing there. Let us be very honest with ourselves. It's time for us to rise up as a country and be able to identify ourselves.
Okay, even though we're identifying, we're open to suggestions. I want us to get it. We're open. Okay, we're open to suggestions. That's what I'm saying. I'm only trying to bring up the suggestion and tell you can talk about it.
You have not called me here before to ask me opinion about how do we as Africans.
We're getting to that discussion.
No, you didn't call me. It is when the people came with this report now, you are inviting us now to come and discuss it. I will come here and sit down here and discuss your European report. It won't work like that.
What are you looking at? Yesterday you said that
we should deepen our democracy by ourselves, elect capacity leaders like we have done in Buhari now. We pray he gets this 4 years, rightly, and hand over to a more progressive leader. Okay. That is what we should be. That is our target.
Okay.
And that is what you guys in the media should be working at. Let us look for credible leaders who are sound, who are fearless, who have the heart, the capacity, the political sagacity to move this country forward. We don't need these guys. After all, the money they use to imprint this paper is our money. They take it from the back doors and bring it this other way. We know this is. Well, we are not being racist, but the truth of the matter remains that we as Africans and Nigeria particular, we must identify ourselves. If we don't do that, we will keep borrowing leaves from these people, and we will not get it correct.
Let me bring it back to the issue of the political parties. The politicians are known to have the do or die attitude to politics.
That is why we are.
So how do we term
that is why we are saying that we need a capacity leader. If you look at it between 2015 to 2019 now, you could see the country is kind of getting steady. Everybody knows that there is a new sheriff in town who doesn't tolerate nonsense. So if we keep that status quo, gradually, we'll get to that promised land. Because somebody has come now who say, look, no, this must be done this way. Yes, he might have his own slow motion kind of it, but I think by the time we allow this man to exhaust his 4 years, these 4 years that we are in now, and then probably bring in somebody who is much younger and very energetic and who has the fear and the capacity he has. Nigeria will go to places. We don't need these people, like I said. We don't need them.
Okay.
We can only invite them for them to come and copy what we are doing.
And let's start with
the corruption in the force is that who export them here? Who export corruption into this country? Who export them?
A corruption starts from an individual. It starts from you and
It was exported somewhere.
It starts from you.
We were not criminals before now. Nigeria, we were not. Check the lives of the Macedonia. What do you call them? Abubakar, all these guys didn't go down with anything.
Yeah.
Because they were really Nigerians. But when these guys start coming with the NGOs here and there, running with NGOs, and the whole country turn up into gangsters and criminals.
Okay, let's look at the electoral process. 20 years down the line for democracy.
Yes.
As a politician, what have we achieved? Where are we now today as a country?
Well, to be honest with you, since democracy came in Nigeria, it has been very eventful. Every leader has come with his own style of leadership. Obasanjo came in, he did well. I mean, he was able to put up some checkmates like the AFCC, ICP, and all this that today we are seeing. He did some couple of royal development, but he ended up, I don't know why. All of them end up with a command or maybe with a K-leg, like he always said. He ended up trying to return back for a third time. He had a bad name. The other guy we have is blessed memory. That is Yaradua, who came in with very laudable ideas, 7-point agenda, but unfortunately, he didn't. The call of nature didn't allow him to conclude. And then we have good luck, who tried to stabilize the Niger Delta through the amnesty program, which today has stabilized that system. We have to give credit to him. Now we have the Baba himself, who has come and said, look, yes, these things have been like this, but a lot of water has gone under the bridge. Corruption is the eye of the day, which I and you know. The reason why you are here and all of us who are suffering is because of that corruption. That is the truth. If our resources have been managed properly from day one, not even from from 20 years ago, right from the time of the OBJ, Obasanjo, when he was a military head of state, if our resources have been managed through Babangida, Abacha, and the rest now, we will not be here. But all along, it has been eventful. We want to pick up from the last one. I don't want to look at what has passed. What has passed has let's look from 2015 to 2023.
Okay.
What this government will do for our people. And I think, I'm not speaking for government, I have not met the president before, I don't know, he doesn't know me, but I believe in my mind, let's give this guy, this man, this leader a chance. Let's see, with what he has put in the past 4 years and what is going to come in, I think this country will take a balance from there, we'll pick up. Some of us are interested to become president of this country in future.
Obviously, I remember growing up as a child to tell you who wants to be president, and you see a lot of hands raised up.
Exactly.
But we're still here, we're leaders of tomorrow. When will the leaders come in? How ready are the young people? Let me start with that. How ready are the young people going to 2019 election?
We are young, we are ready. The only problem we have is we don't have money. And I discovered in this election that the reason why we don't have money is because some person doesn't want us to have money. And that brings us back to the issue of you calling us commercial politicians.
I didn't call you.
No, you said that somebody
reading an information
said that there are commercial political parties.
Yeah.
Yes, you can call us any name you want to call us. The reason why they can say they have money is because they have been in government. A lot of these parties you see, you go to cover them in your program. It's because they've been in government. PDP has been in government for over 20 years or 16 years. APC now is in government for 4 years and another 4 years, 8 years, with a lot of resources in their hands. What do we expect? Nobody funds us. We fund our party. In fact, we should be the heroes. We should be given an award. United Nations should commend us. People like Bin Chapa should appreciate us. They should visit our offices because they should ask us, how do we strive? How do we survive? Even without money, we're able to place presidential candidates. We're able to put house reps who contest some laws, some won. We have a party that won a senatorial seat in the National Assembly, the YPP. We should be commended because we don't have any money. We are using, we will tax ourselves, to build this party. But these other parties that you call the so-called well-to-do parties, where do they get their money?
That brings us to
no, tell me, where do they get the money? How do they get the money?
You tell me.
Well, that is what I'm saying. If the European Union or whatever they are, they call themselves, then they come and give. We heard about €5 million was donated for election 2019. They called us in Transcorp and said they want to organize 5 million euro was given to parties. I don't know parties or to election. Who did they give this money to? They announced it. People called. There was television. They were taken everywhere. Some of us were even happy that okay, fine. The European Union are bringing 5 million euro and they are going to give us the 5 million euro. One kobo we did not see. That is another question we are going to ask because we are aware that if they didn't give us the parties, they didn't give INEC, where did the money? Who did they give the money? Because the money was meant for election, and we are also aware that the federal government provided 240 billion for INEC to run election of 2019, right? So where is the 5 million euro? The National Commissioner of European Union and UN and all these names you called, where is the millions of money they donated for the election? Because no parties, like my party and several other parties I'm aware of, do not collect one kobo. So EFCC should investigate this statement. Yes, if Magu really, see, these are the issues. If Magu really need to know this, let him say, okay, fine. You say you donated 5 million euro, which is not a small money. Where is the money? Who do you give it to? If it is party, let them arrest me. Let them call me. I'll come and explain. If it is INEC, how do you collect 5 million euro when you already have 240 billion naira from the federal government? Because even the INEC chairman said a statement, said the reason why there was no service is because the money comes late. So that means they were also dwelling on the federal government money. So where is the money from the EU? If EU will bring report, where is the 5 million euro that they said they gave? It was announced. You cover the program. I saw you there. So where is the money? So EFCC, we are going to write a petition to EFCC to go and find out from the European Commissioner the 5 million euro that he mentioned that he has donated, the EU have donated to 2019 election. They should explain to us, because if they have given all this money as we are research, you will not come and tell me I'm a commercial political party, because I will have used the money to sponsor candidates. You know, sponsor candidates in the sense that do jingles, pay for transportation, do banners, go to village consultation, small infrastructure, what they call it, the stomach infrastructure, which is very necessary. We'll give to our members. But we don't have this money. So the little we have, we try to go to, okay, like in my own place, I have 185 villages in my local government. Tell me, if you don't have resources, how will you travel to 185 villages campaigning? So I end up traveling maybe 100, and I couldn't go to 80. Do you expect the 80 people to vote for my party? Because I don't have money. So if they have given us money, as they are saying that we are commercial parties, we wouldn't have been called that name. So they should be worried of how these parties get money to run elections. So I think the European Union, the UN, even Chambers and Co., they should come and honor us and give us award for even coming out to contest election and sponsor candidates. Is it easy? These two parties, I will measure that you know them, that are running and winning election everywhere. How do they get that money? Government sponsors, they've been in the system. Some of them have been ministers. Some of their candidates have been ministers for years. Some of them have been senators for years. Some of them have been director of House of Rep. Some of them have been presidents of this country for several years. So they have resources, businesses everywhere that they can use the money to fund them. What have we been? Nothing. Like me, I've been nothing. Apart from youth president of Nigeria, which is voluntary, I have no money to sponsor. And I'm a national chair. I'm supposed to go around the 36 states, 774 local government to sponsor elections.
I get your...
We should be honored in this country as political parties, as opposition party. We should be honored.
Okay.
We should be.
It's good enough that you have the mindset to come out, because when it comes to campaigning or going out for positions, the major idea of you going out is to lead the people.
Exactly.
And to give back to the people.
Exactly.
Then you came out as a party with your ideology to sell to the people. So let's look at all of this. I know one of the major challenges politicians have, or political parties are faced with, is finance, which has always been from the word go, even from picking up of tickets and all that. Yes, I covered the election. I'm aware of some of these things.
Yes.
But what we're discussing now is what is the way forward out of these issues? Because I'm looking at ideology first. Because that is what brought you out in the first place.
Yes.
To lead the people. So can we look around those issues? Because yes, finance is a major challenge, and then a lot of issues has been raised about the fact that Nigerian election is always expensive, and they're looking at how to cut down the expenses.
There is no election in the world that is not expensive. The president of the United States of America, Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton, and the rest, when they were running for president, they were flying private jets all over the 52 states in America. let alone, let assume he did not even pay anybody any money, pure water or ice cream or rice. The money that they will use in fueling that jet that travels through and fro for all these 50 states, you can imagine the distance. If I've been to US from East Coast where you can see about 6-hour differences in wooden estate. Now let us calculate the money alone that you use in fueling is running into billions of dollars. Is that not money? Is that not money?
Africa is also an entrepreneur.
No. Whatever you call it, is resources.
Yeah.
Entrepreneur. If you don't give me an environment to become entrepreneur, how will I become entrepreneur? Will I become entrepreneur in my head? I have to have a conducive environment to be an entrepreneur. I'm a farmer. I farm palm nut. Okay. Thank God Buhari now is giving us. He said that we should go and take some few money in the CBN Anchor borrower. That's the kind of leader we are talking about. That's why I'm saying that in the past 4 years, there are some significant things that have changed. That is making me, more relaxed. I'm watching from afar, because if I were having all this money, my dear, I would not be here. People like this will not come and tell us we are commercial people. Now let me tell you, finances. What we wanted to do in the last 8 assembly, I paid a courtesy call. We paid a courtesy call as parties to the National Assembly. Then the former Senate President was there. But they were engulfed in political interests. They were all fighting for their selfish interests. The National Assembly, the last National Assembly, were just for a sentimental National Assembly. They were looking for what some of them, we didn't even knew at the end of the day that they were going to all come out and run for president. Can you imagine? These people who were thinking when they were fighting on behalf of the country, but at the end of the day, they all went and picked presidential fund. They want to run for president. So all these intricacies, all this fighting in-house, all this disvaluation of the country is for their own interest. Well, at the end of the day, they all lost out. Now, I went to the National Assembly for one reason. And the reason was to demand or to appeal to Saraki, who was the then Senate President, to include the funding of political parties in the Constitution like it was before. Remember, before Jega left, political parties were given some statutory amount of money. I think about 100 million or so each political party. Jega came and quashed that. And that time, you could see the participation. So now, if government want us to be, viable, because we are the drivers of the society. We are the stabilizers of the society as political organizations and parties. We are the ones that have members from state, national to the grassroots level. We can steer crisis anywhere if you want to. I'm telling the truth, because we have masses everywhere. We have a supporter who believes in us as political parties. And the many the merrier for the country. The reason why you see there was stabilization in the 2019 election is because of the number of political parties. Everybody have opportunity to say his mind at his various enclaves. And then, of course, there were alignments here and there. When people say that, some people want to endorse, do you see me anywhere endorse any presidential candidate? No, I didn't. Rather, I stood and watched, and at the end of the day, I go to my ward and I voted who I know can, because I didn't present. I told you of the time frame. So it is not about talking about that political parties are commercial organization or whatever. No, the reason. Okay, now if you decide that, who are you going to leave? 2 parties, right? Because they have money. No, it's fair. Okay, go and decide and see. Go and decide and see the kind of crisis you will cause even within the political system in the country. Because a lot of people are chairmen. In fact, let me even tell you, some people, because of you just call him chairman alone, he's okay. He will not even want to go and make any trouble anywhere. If they invite you to a conference, you go and sit in the high table. That a go is there.
Okay.
And the many the merrier. So when you begin to steer in confusion, advising INEC with some, these are malicious information, bringing them up and telling them, do this, do that. No, I need to say I'm a party chairman. You are threatening my party. I will accept that. And we're going to tell our member to prepare.
Okay. Well, while you're airing your view and saying what you have at
give us money, put it in the constitution that political parties in Nigeria 91. Okay. Quarterly, yearly.
Okay.
The National Assembly should amend the law. Be giving them stipends and monitor them. If you give me 100 million as a political party, and I mismanage it, the EFCC are there.
Okay.
The ICPC are there, the police are there, they will come for me. Is that not so? But if you give me 100 million, I will be able to mobilize, use it to mobilize my members, use it to do my campaign, all that. You could see the books are there. But you cannot be threatening me or calling me names when you don't give me anything.
So your word to them is
the people
provision.
They should be looking at are those so-called political parties that have made this country, that They have eaten all the lunch in this country.
Well, let's pick this call and hear what our viewer thinks. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello.
Hello. Please, can you turn down the volume of your TV set so we can hear you?
Hello.
Can you turn down the volume of your TV?
I want to contribute to the program.
But let's turn down the volume of your TV.
Okay.
Then let's hear you. What's your name?
I'm Adamu Hussein.
All right. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Kano.
All right. Let's hear you. What's your thought?
My thought is that registering the party is the way forward, because if you can look the outcome of the last general election, the number of invalid votes, if we total it together,
Yes.
with the number of total vote cast, they are not even up to. So I think the registering the party is the way forward.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Well, like I said, a lot of people have their opinion, just like you have yours. So
I don't think you know what he's saying. How can you tell me that?
Shendam, you have your.
No, he doesn't even know what he's saying, because he is saying that the number of total does not tally. What he doesn't even understand what we're talking. What we are doing is for benefit of people like him.
Okay.
What we are doing as party chair is benefit of people like. If I call this, if I have his number, I call this man tomorrow and I say, okay, come and be a secretary of party. He will rather come and join me. It's not that, you see, one of the things they need to understand is education.
Yeah.
We need to educate our masses. We need to educate our people to understand, left and right.
All right.
That is what we should be doing. That is what you as a media organization should also be doing. It's not about going to report.
That's what I was trying to for you to
create ideas
about it.
Create ideas in your local way. Create ideas. Let our people be literate.
Okay.
Let them understand the importance of political participation.
Okay.
It's very important.
Okay, let's look at the party level as well. Just like you mentioned, awareness and creating for people to understand. The grassroots, like you mentioned, are not open to trend of things. How do we equip them? Let's pick this call and then we'll find out more. Hello, good evening. Hello? Hello, can you hear me? Okay, I think let's think of the awareness is the major thing. How aware are these people on your ideology? Because I keep sticking to ideologies. What are you putting back to the public? Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from?
This is Musa calling from Choro.
From where?
Choro, Bauchi State.
Bauchi. Okay, let's hear you.
Okay, my view is the gentleman speaking there. Are you with me, please?
I'm listening. Go ahead.
So the party chairman sitting there, my advice to him is actually, if we really want to build this democracy, the number of I'm speaking and you are making some comments.
Go ahead. I'm with you. Go ahead. Just go ahead.
Okay. So my take is that the gentleman sitting there, if we really want to build this our democracy, the number of parties are too much. There is no way we grow this democracy with this number of parties. So let us sit down and select the parties that can at least be built to at least ensure our democracy is moving nice. But with this number of parties, we are going nowhere. Please, the gentleman should let us be realistic.
Okay.
Because this number of parties, how can we manage this? And look at the illiteracy level in this country. How do you expect people to vote about 90 parties? It is not possible, please. Okay. Let us be frank with our activities. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Musa from Bauchi there. Well, we're saying something about the awareness, because it's talking about illiteracy level. How are people going to know the ideologies to build? Yes.
See, from what they say is...
Can I pick this? Then we'll just answer all at once. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Zaria.
Okay, what's your name from Zaria?
Yeah, my name is Abdul.
Abdul from Zaria. Let's hear you.
Yeah, I'm very, very interested in this program.
All right.
And my contribution to this, the person that is on board, I really supported his motion and what he's saying. You understand?
All right, go ahead.
I really support what he's saying, and I really government to look into what the idea.
Okay. Okay. Which of the idea of everything he's saying, Abi? All right, thank you, Abdul from Zaria. There.
Well,
let's hear you.
Anete,
Yes.
I think if you look at this gentleman, the last speaker,
Yeah.
you understand that he's an intelligent person. He understands what we are talking about. I'm not talking for myself as a national chairman of a political party. I was not appointed. I founded this party.
Okay.
I founded it out of anger because we have been depressed and they have put us in bondage. We have no future. That is why we decided to take the bull by our hands. We went and formed this party, New Generation. I'm not speaking for party. I'm talking on behalf of all party now.
Okay.
I'm the national coordinating spokesman of Coalition Integrated Political Party. Some of us are supporting the current administration not because we are members of APC, but because we believe that the man, outside being APC, he believes in the young people of Nigeria. And that is why we demanded that as he's leaving, he should hand over to us. Listen, we are saying that multi-party politics around the world succeed because it gives people opportunity to have identification.
Okay.
Okay? You don't run a tyrannic system where you just enclaves, like you have just two-party system. Like what is happening. Even in the United States, there are other parties who might not have, but they stand by their interests. But because these two parties have been winning elections since 1856, since 1862, they've been winning elections, having resources to fly all over the country. What do they supply this? But one day, they say, cow will not go tell that God the driver fly.
All right, let's pick this call. Hello, good evening. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, please, can you turn down the volume of the TV so we can hear you? Okay. Please, for us to have a conversation, you need to turn down the volume of the TV set so we can hear you. Hello, good evening. Hello? Hello, please, can you turn down the volume of the TV so we can hear you?
All right. Thank you very much.
What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Taraba State.
From Taraba State. What's your name?
My name is Musa Imam.
All right, go ahead.
What Mr. Paul was saying, it is truth.
Okay.
I say what Paul was telling is truth.
What's the truth?
I hear what he's saying.
Okay.
Mr. Paul.
Okay.
Yeah, it's my classmate from Takum.
All right.
School.
Can you just go straight to the point? We're out of time, so we hear your contribution.
Yeah, my contribution is like what you are saying is right.
Okay.
I'm supporting 100% what you are saying.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, all the way from Taraba there. Well, we don't have much of time. We're actually running out of time. Let's hear you, your last word. What you think should be.
Actually, what I think we need now in Nigeria is inclusiveness.
Okay.
Okay, we need inclusiveness, participatory dialogue, because the country before the coming of this administration, the country was already disunited.
Okay.
There is no unity. You can see the insecurity in the country. Even in Taraba State, that is calling, just about 2 days ago, they went to one of the local government there and killed people.
Yeah,
honestly, this is what the United Nations, the EU, should focus their attention at.
Okay.
If they really want to help Africa, if they really want to help Nigeria, if they really want to help this country, not about our political system. It doesn't have. We have a president that is good. We are okay with that.
Okay.
So if they should leave the political aspect completely now. Election is over. We are not doing election till another 4 years. Whether there's political party, no political party, we are happy with what we have. If they really believe that they want Africa, they want Nigeria to thrive, after taking our forefathers, they should bring all those their machineries and go to those places and calm the situation down so that our farmers, our mothers, our uncles, brothers, and parents can go to their farms. We're not looking for too much.
Okay.
That is what I want for the European, not to come and give us a report, a doctor report about the election. We have a president, we are comfortable with him. Let them go to Taraba, let them go to Jos, let them go to Bruno, Bauchi, and everywhere. Even right now, even in the Yoruba land, in the southwest, there are killings there. They should go there, and if they really want to help us, this €5 million that they say they give us, they should take it back and put it in the security.
I'm sorry, we have to leave at that point because of time. Thank you so much, Dr. Shendam, for coming. We hope we have more time for you to express your view and talk and then interact with our audience. Thank you so much for being a part of the discussion. Well, that's the much we can take on governance today. I hope you had an amazing time. I'm so sorry we cannot pick your calls because we're out of time. Let's do it again same time tomorrow at 8 p.m. My name is Anita Patrick. Many thanks for watching. Bye for now.